man with intellectual disabilities was brutally pursued and attacked by a bully. Because John had no power or influence, his death was ruled an accident, and his mother wailed heartbreakingly in court. To take revenge on these bad guys, John's soul possessed a scarecrow and then appeared in their field. After seeing this scarecrow, Peter was so frightened that he didn't know what to do because his companion Jack had been brutally killed a few days ago. Peter didn't want to be the next target. He immediately knelt down before the scarecrow. After that, he told Carl and Tom everything he had seen today. That night, few of them came to the field again, but the scarecrow had already disappeared. Peter said that he had confessed here today. After hearing this, Carl stared at him fiercely, and Peter felt even more guilty and scared. To calm everyone down, Carl immediately changed his tone and suggested that they come back and have a look tomorrow. By this time, Peter was so frightened that he kept saying John had come back for revenge. To get to the bottom of the truth, Carl sneaked into John's mother's house at night. The old woman was mending clothes when she suddenly heard a knock on the door. She walked out slowly, but when she opened the door, she found no one outside. What she didn't know was that Carl had already sneaked into the house. When she sat back down, a hand suddenly reached out from behind and covered her mouth. The recent strange events have even frightened Carl, an atheist. After he let go of her hand, the old woman was motionless. Terrified, he fled in a panic. After getting up, he quickly turned on the gas and then ran out of the house. Instantly, the house exploded. When the police arrived the next day, the place was in ruins. As the old woman lived alone, they suspected it was an accident caused by forgetting to turn off the gas. No suspicious persons were found, so they had to close the case hastily. One evening, while Peter was working at home, he heard the livestock in the backyard suddenly bellowing. He began to feel uneasy, and a strange sound came from behind him. Gathering his courage, he walked over. Just as he was about to raise his weapon, he found that it was only the chain rattling. He laughed at himself for being overly suspicious and then refastened the chain. But he had only taken a few steps when he was horrified to see a scarecrow appear in the house. This scared Peter so much that he almost fainted on the spot, as he already had a serious heart disease. He wanted to drive away. The car suddenly broke down. When he got out to check, he saw something even more terrifying. In a panic, he fled and hid in a metal barrel used for storing grain. When the footsteps faded away, he was about to come out but found that he had been locked in from the outside. Meanwhile, the machine outside suddenly started up automatically, and a large amount of grain rushed in. A few minutes later, Peter was suffocated to death and the machine stopped immediately. The next day, upon learning of Peter's death, Tom had completely broken down. He shouted that the next victim would surely be himself. To prove that everything was just an accident, Carl decided to take them to dig up John's grave. When the coffin was opened, they were horrified to find that John's body had vanished into thin air.
Боже мой, это он!